Hi everyone, my name is Lisa. Thanks for joining me today. We are doing a relax and restore yoga session. So a relatively quick but effective session made for relaxation. Also designed to help posture and just get your spine to move in different directions, but in a very relaxed state. So you'll need a mat or carpeted area that you feel comfortable lying on, and a towel, or preferably like a beach towel or a blanket. And I just want to show you, I've already folded it up to make this rectangular shape, and then we're going to make a Tootsie Roll out of it. So, and that can be so a smaller type. I'm going to start to roll it up and show you how to do that. You could stop at any point because it just depends on how you feel once we get down to the floor, especially. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll mine up this way because I think that'll work for me today. So we're actually going to sit on the blanket. So whatever you've decided to grab and fold it and roll it, we're going to place it behind us and hoist ourselves up so that we can begin by just finding some deep breathing. Our legs can be crossed or arranged in any way that you would like. They could also be extended out front. So just finding a position that works for you. So feeling your hands down on your thighs or your knees, and just simply lift the shoulders up and let them just slide back and down and relax. And organizing the body to where we feel upright, rooted. And let's begin with the breath. So just taking a few deep breaths in through the nose and feeling that expansion all around, and exhaling out through the nose or the mouth. And again, inhale. So whatever reason you decided to choose this practice today, there's many different reasons, so continue to breathe. A lot of us might need it for recovery physically, so it could have been a very intense, workout week for you. It could be that you just need a break mentally just to help still that mind, and then it could be a combination of everything. So whatever reason it is, it's all good. So let's go ahead and match the movement with breath. So we'll take the fingertips down to the ground, start to spiral the pinky finger as we lift, and feel that chest opening. Arms come overhead almost to where they touch, and then the thumbs start to drive our arms down. We feel this nice rotation, the shoulders, the arms, inhale, and we facilitate the opening of the chest, and the back begins to work, and everything starts to come together. So big breath in, just lift up. Fill up, and then exhale and lower the arms down, softening through the neck and the shoulders. One more time, inhale, lift. And let's take the one hand down to the ground, and we're going to reach the other arm just straight up, and see if we can open up through that side just a little bit more, kind of almost leaning into that side. Use the hand that's on the ground for some support to lift up a little higher. Draw in a deep breath, and then exhale, we'll take the hand down, other arm goes up. So as much as we're pressing down into the ground, the same amount of energy is reaching up. So we're trying to find equal amounts of energy down and up. Breathing in and breathing out. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. Good, taking that hand down. Let's take the arms forward, inhale, and then exhale, just squeeze the shoulder blades behind. And start to rotate in one direction. Just find a little twist, the hands come down to push down to lift the chest and spiral just a little bit deeper. Lift the arms up, inhale, and revolve to the other direction. Just keep that neck in a comfortable position. We don't have to look completely behind, and just press down once again to lift and feel that twist. And returning back to center. Let's come to our hands and knees. So rocking forward, we're going to bring that blanket or towel, whatever you have, just out to the side for a moment, and let's move through some cat and cow. So plant the hands directly underneath the shoulders and the knees are underneath the hips. The tops of the feet are down, pressing down, or you might choose to curl the toes, whichever way. Start to bend the elbows and reach the chest forward as the tailbone tips up slightly. So it's not excessive, it's just enough. And then exhale, curl the spine, look inward towards the thighs. Inhale and ripple out from the tail to the crown of the head. Start from the tailbone and round the spine again. Coming into cat and cow. Exhale, sending the spine high. Inhale, pressing down and reaching forward. 1 or 2 more times here. Exhale, curl. No pressure here. It's just moving the spine. Inhaling and reaching. 1 more. Exhale, curl. And inhale, ripple out. Coming into our first restorative. So our restorative child's pose. So we're going to take that blanket, the 2 options. So I'm trying to just give you maybe 2 options so we don't complicate things too much. But the knees are going to come out just a little bit. The toes come together. We could take the blanket in front to rest the forehead, just like so. So my hips are coming close to my heels, and so this would probably be the best one for me. The arms could be extended or here. But if you're really high with your hips, you could simply put that blanket back behind you, and then you're resting your hips there, and then you would simply fold your arms and rest the forehead down here. So find this position. Actually, I might leave it here. It feels pretty good this way. So this is a great opportunity for us to feel expansion on the back side of the body. So we always breathe and think, oh, I'm lifting my chest, I'm opening up through the front, but we can simply feel like our ribs are opening and spreading wide through the back. So let's take a few breaths in here. Inhale. I am relaxed. Exhale. I let go. Inhale. I am relaxed. Exhale. I let go. We'll do that a few more times, breathing in and breathing out. So see if you can relax deeper each time. And try to do that 1 or 2 more times here. So each time we exhale, it's a chance to let go, to stretch, to feel muscles that really need our attention, and rest the mind. So let's go ahead and come up out of that. So take that blanket out from underneath, and we're going to come over to a seated position and only to roll back. So let me just show you really quickly what we'll be doing. I'll actually just sit and I'll show you. So basically the first thing that will happen is this blanket is going to go right about there behind your back. Then we're going to lower it to right below the rib cage, and then it's going to come right there on the back of the pelvis. So we just need to test this out. Remember what I said before, you could loosen, or it doesn't have to be completely rolled up. You can unroll it a little bit just depending on how you want it. So I'm going to keep it wide here. We want to plant our feet, come all the way back to our backs. Now the roll is right around the shoulder blade area. And as I come over, I'm going to open up into goalpost. So this roll here is right in front of, or below rather, my armpits. So I'm opening into this goalpost position. Now if this feels like really uncomfortable, just loosen the Tootsie Roll a little bit. So options with feet. They can be planted, knees can float together. You could even butterfly it or extend the legs out. So I'm thinking out for me today. So I'm just reaching the legs out. And again, feeling that breath. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in, inhale. And exhale, loosening up all of this tightness that we sometimes get from working at our computers, working out, and just feeling that release each breath. And as we move down our body with this blanket, really focus on what placement feels best to you. So just kind of recognize that, because that might be your go-to after this is all said and done. 1 or 2 more breaths. I breathe in, I relax. I breathe out, I let go. Find more softening in the body. So now we're going to move into a lower part. So what we can do is walk our feet in if they're not already. And I'm just going to push myself back a little bit and then make adjustments. So bring it down below the rib cage area. So now you've got even a wider, so now that the rib cage is kind of flaring open, so it's broader here. Same thing, you decide whether feet need to be planted or legs extended. And then we start that goalpost position, and sometimes it even feels good to reach over even more. So another option for you. So shimmy it out, find your release, your breath. Inhale, I relax. Exhale, I'll let it all go. Feel this expansion. And feel the letting go. One more time. Exhale. Let's walk our feet back in so we can make arrangements. We're going to pick the hips up and move the blanket down. So I'm going to settle my hips right on it. So my pelvis is level, as if I could balance a tray there and my favorite beverage. So it's not tilted excessively or swayed excessively in the lower back. And then for this position, I do like the knees coming together. I feel like it widens the back of my hips and it feels really good. So you decide. Once again, the arms could be extended or even lower here. Settle in, breathe deeply, enjoy this time that you carved out for yourself. This position also brings us into that parasympathetic nervous system, so it's a good place to be, to relax. I breathe in, I relax. Breathing out, I let go. Feel expansion. And feel that release. So let's begin to bring the feet in if they aren't already, and we're going to roll to one side. The last thing that we're going to do is a little bit of opening for the side body. So we'll bring this roll up just a little bit. We're going to drape our rib cage over to where it feels good to you. So not the waistline necessarily, it's more got the bony part here. The knees are tucked in a little bit. And then this arm can slide underneath, shoulders down, and then this arm extends over. So if you're lying back, try to move yourself into this straighter line where your hips are stacked and your shoulders are stacked over one another. Extend the top leg out if that works for you, but it may not. And let's take a few breaths. Feel like you're breathing from the top of the rib cage here. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. And exhale. And then we'll bring the knee in and let's begin that rolling backward sensation. So we're going to start to open the hips, stay pretty much the same, but that arm opens behind and it just floats down and around. It circles back. we reach further from the bottom hand, circle the arm, and get a motion going to open up through that chest again, gliding and taking care of our bodies. Breathing in and opening. Let's do that one more time. Feel the stretch in every circle that you make. It's different at every angle here. And then let's come down, use that hand to press up, and we'll go to the other side. I'm just going to swing my way around and keep facing you. And find the rib cage draped over your blanket. Arm is here. And then we'll stretch the other arm out and extend that leg. So just find where you get that slope. Breathing in, I relax. Breathing out, I let go. So let's bring that knee in and we'll start that motion where we are bringing the arm back, opening first. Circle the arm down, 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 towards the hips. Bring it around and stretch it out far past the bottom hand. Bring it back, circle, circle, circle. And come back through. And 2 more times. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And inhale, open. And exhale, close. Hand comes down, pressing our way back up. And let's go ahead and you could sit on your blanket if you like, but we're going to end our practice just the way that we started. So crossing at the ankles here, take the fingertips down to the ground. Shimmy out just a little bit, turn the palms to face up, inhale, the arms float up. And then exhale, the thumbs lower down. Spiral pinky fingers towards the screen and then lift up. And exhale down. Good, one more time. Inhale, lift. This time let's bring the hands together. And exhale, feel yourself just letting go. Letting everything be just as it is. Spending time relaxing, so important for so many different reasons. I hope you feel better, and I wish you all the best. Namaste.